Grateful for my emotions not lasting and having the ability to know how to deal with them rather than making them larger than they were. Yes. Oh, the amplification of a clusterfuck. And then you get like a mega fuck. I mean, I've never used that terminology before. It's certainly not in this context. But it's so true, you know, if you allow your emotion to own you instead of you owning it, or instead of you just allowing it to be part of you and therefore taking ownership of it as opposed to owning it. But when your emotion kind of tends to guide you and guides your action, and you don't give yourself enough space to sit in a seat of self-awareness, you don't contemplate, you don't get really curious about what you're feeling and why you're feeling it, why you're reacting a certain way, what's being triggered inside you, where that comes from, what that relates to, how that could be a great learning for you, how you could get to know yourself better, love yourself more, shift through your energy quicker and manifest different results for yourself. That skill, I mean, I don't know why anyone would not want to invest their money and their time in learning that skill. I really don't. I find it mind-boggling that people would rather spend money on shoes or go on holiday. I'm like, but you could learn these tools to be able to completely manage yourself. And that doesn't mean that you're never going to have a bad day or you're never going to have a problem or people aren't going to piss you off. But you will learn the skills to be able to go, hang on a minute, something's going on here that, you know, I can either hide from, react to, or have a great sort of learning and lesson from. And the result that I manifest for myself, my manifestation, which is my responsibility, which is in my control, will be dependent on how I choose to react to this situation, what I choose to learn in this situation, and how curious I can get about myself in this situation. Instead of, that person always pisses me off. It's that person's fault I haven't got any more money. My boss won't give me a pay rise. You triggered something in me and I'm going to make it your fault. You know, like the power that we have to completely transform our lives through learning about our own being and our own mindset and our own thought patterns and the stories that we're telling ourselves and the fear that we have governing us, listening to our intuition, all of these tools that we are learning here in the hub, they're so precious. It blows my mind that people wouldn't want to learn them, that people would rather stay trapped in their own fear, that people would rather stay in that level of anxiety and a desperation to control because they don't have any grasp of the bigger spiritual concepts that are out there, that things like nothing is permanent, right? And like just understanding that your true nature is love and knowing that if you can grasp onto that at any given moment, then however clunky the ride might be, you're going to be all right in the end. Like it's such powerful work, and I'm probably quite passionate about it today because my God, I have relied on the work of the hub today in a way that, you know, I don't know what I would have done without the work today. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys now. I'd be at the bottom of a bottle of wine, being really unresourceful, blaming other people for, you know, being the victim of my entire life. You know, that's not to say that today was a good day or today felt good. It didn't feel good, but it was never going to feel good. So how quickly do you want to transcend out of that hard place, that dark place, that rocky place, that grace place? And how easy it would have been to have manifested more problem, to have created more angst, to have, you know, digged deeper and deeper and deeper into that hole. Thank God for the tools. Grateful for being able to see evidence of some things I haven't been believing. Yes, again, one of the beautiful lessons in the hub, right, is like when you begin to understand how your reticular activating system works, when you begin to understand how you are always in your past the paradigm feedback loop or the tear your belief feedback loop, right? You are constantly in the cycle of seeing what it is that you believe to be true and therefore creating it in your paradigm and therefore manifesting even more evidence of it. So the moment that you decide that you want to see evidence of your worth, you want to see evidence of abundance, you want to see evidence of wealth, you want to see evidence of opportunity, you want to see evidence of love, those things become manifest in your reality because you just follow the framework of the hub. Your courses have been the best investment. So grateful for what I've learned. Thank you. Well, thank you for showing up. I'm grateful for less bad days and they don't last as long anymore. Yes, bad days are part of life. It's how much amplification you want to give those bad days, because a bad day can turn into a bad week, can turn into a bad month, can turn into a bad year if you wanted it to be that way. If you don't have control of your stories, if you don't have awareness of your fears, if you don't know what triggers you, and if you don't have the tools to bring you back into a place of unity with your soul. What's the word? Totally lost words. Have no more words. Well, we're here for the songs and the tangents, aren't we, really? All the words have gone.